Have you ever wondered what it truly takes to be free from the shackles of others' opinions? This is a question at the heart of a remarkable book by Ichiro Kishimi and Fumitake Koga, aptly titled The Courage to be Disliked. This transformative book delves into the depths of our psyche, challenging us to redefine our understanding of freedom, happiness, and personal growth. It's a bold invitation to break free from the invisible chains that bind us, the fear of judgment, the need for validation, and the relentless pursuit of societal acceptance. The courage to be disliked is more than just a title. It is a mindset, a philosophy that empowers us to live on our own terms, unapologetically, and without fear. It is about embracing who we are, acknowledging our potential, and daring to step into our power, regardless of what others may think or say. What sets this book apart is its unique format. It unravels not as a conventional self-help guide, but as a riveting dialogue between a philosopher and a young man. This engaging conversation format draws us in, making the profound wisdom it imparts more relatable and digestible. The philosopher, a proponent of the theories of the 19th century psychologist Alfred Adler, shares his insights on how we can navigate through life's challenges, find our purpose, and cultivate genuine happiness. The young man, skeptical yet curious, poses questions that may very well echo our own doubts and concerns. As we journey through this dialogue, we are encouraged to re-evaluate our beliefs, confront our fears, and muster the courage to be disliked. It's a journey that promises to be enlightening, liberating, and transformative. So are you ready to explore a path less trodden? A path that may not always win us approval or applause, but will surely lead us to our authentic selves? Then let's dive into the world of this profound conversation and discover what it means to have the courage to be disliked. Imagine a world where your past doesn't dictate your future. A bold statement indeed, but that's precisely the powerful premise of Chapter 1 in The Courage to be Disliked. This chapter delves into the intriguing realm of Adlerian psychology and its revolutionary concept, denial of trauma. This is not about forgetting or suppressing past traumas, but rather about challenging the conventional belief that we are the product of our past experiences. According to Adlerian psychology, our past doesn't shape us, it's how we interpret our past that does. In the realm of Adlerian psychology, the notion of cause and effect is replaced with the concept of objective and means. This means that our experiences don't cause our present behavior, but instead, we use our past as a means to achieve our present objectives. Think about it. We've all heard stories of two individuals who've had similar traumatic experiences in their past. One individual might use this experience as an excuse for their current unhappiness, while the other uses it as a stepping stone to create a better future. The difference here isn't in the past experience itself, but in how each individual interprets and uses that experience. Now, this isn't to undermine the gravity of traumatic experiences or to dismiss the pain they cause. It's about understanding that we have the power to choose our interpretations and our responses. We have the power to rewrite our narrative from victimhood to victory, from pain to power, from trauma to triumph. This shift in perspective is liberating. It gives us the courage to face our past, not as a chain that binds us, but as a ladder that we can climb to reach new heights. It empowers us to stop looking back in regret or resentment and start looking forward with hope and determination. So let's embrace this Adlerian wisdom. Our past does not determine our present, nor does it dictate our future. We are not the passive victims of our past, but the active architects of our future. So it's not the past that shapes us, but our interpretation of it. Do you often find yourself in a web of complex relationships? Chapter 2 of The Courage to be Disliked dives deep into the Adlerian concept that all problems are, at their core, interpersonal relationship problems. This concept may sound a bit alien at first, as we often tend to categorize our problems into separate boxes: financial, professional, personal, and so on. But let's take a moment to really ponder on this. Isn't it true that every problem we face is somehow tied to our relationships with others? Your financial troubles may be linked to a business partnership gone sour, or your professional setbacks could be rooted in a difficult relationship with your boss or colleagues. Even your personal issues might stem from strained relationships with loved ones. Adler believed that life is an intricate tapestry of relationships, and when there's discord in these relationships, it manifests as problems in our life. But here's the silver lining. If all problems are indeed relationship problems, it means they can be solved by improving our relationships. And how do we do that? Adler suggests that the key lies in fostering harmony in our community life. It's about recognizing that we are social creatures, living in an interconnected world. Our actions and behavior inevitably affect those around us, just as we are affected by theirs. So instead of viewing relationships as a battlefield where one must win or lose, we can view them as a dance floor, where everyone must move in sync for the dance to be beautiful. It's about understanding and respecting each other's rhythms, about making adjustments, about stepping in when they step back, and stepping back when they step in. The importance of harmony in community life cannot be overstressed. It's not about suppressing your individuality, but about finding a balance between your needs and the needs of others. It's about creating a harmonious coexistence where everyone's needs are met and everyone's voices are heard. Remember, it's not about winning or losing in relationships, but about coexistence. What if we tell you that every moment counts? That's the striking premise of Chapter 3, where the idea that life is but a series of moments is deeply explored. It's a concept that seems simple enough, yet its implications are profound and life-changing. In the grand tapestry of existence, each moment is a unique stitch, contributing to the overall pattern that is our life. Each moment, once past, cannot be relived or retracted. It is a fleeting, yet precious fragment of time that demands our full attention and engagement. Imagine life as a journey on a train. Each station represents a moment. Some are brief, others are long, some are dull, others are exciting. But each stop is crucial in shaping our journey. And once the train moves on, there's no going back to the previous station. The beauty of this analogy is that it encourages us to live in the present, to cherish each station we come across. It nudges us to step off the train, to immerse ourselves in the surroundings, to breathe in the air, and to truly experience the moment. Because the past, represented by the stations we've left behind, is just that, the past. It's a memory, a lesson, a part of our journey that has shaped us but doesn't define our future. And the future? That's the upcoming stations, the unknown. It's natural to feel anxious about what lies ahead, but the future isn't guaranteed. It's shaped by the choices we make in the present, in this very moment. So instead of being held back by the past or fearful of the future, let's choose to live in the present. Let's choose to make each moment count. Let's choose to engage, to experience, to live fully. Life, after all, isn't a destination. It's a journey made up of countless stations, countless moments that are here one minute and gone the next. And it's these moments that truly matter, that truly make a life. So seize the moment, because that's where life truly exists. In a world obsessed with exceptionalism, can you find the courage to be normal? This query sets the stage for our exploration of Chapter 4, which delves deep into the concept of finding bravery in embracing normality. In an era where social media and popular culture constantly bombard us with images of extraordinary success, it's easy to succumb to the pressure to be exceptional. This craving for recognition and approval often becomes a source of discontentment and unhappiness. Because we're so focused on proving ourselves to others, we lose sight of our genuine desires, our authentic selves. The book proposes a radical yet liberating idea: the courage to be normal. But what does it mean to be normal? Being normal isn't about settling for mediocrity or being average. It's not about giving up on dreams or aspirations. Rather, it's about understanding and accepting that each of us has a unique path in life. It's about recognizing that it's okay not to stand out, not to be the best, not to be recognized for every little thing. Being normal is about being comfortable with who you are, without the constant need for external validation. It's about finding contentment in your own journey, your own pace, your own ordinariness. It's about embracing the simple, everyday moments and finding joy in them. It's about having the courage to step away from the relentless race for recognition and instead focusing on personal growth. It's about realizing that happiness isn't found in being superior to others, but in being true to ourselves. This chapter challenges us to rethink our notions of success and happiness. It encourages us to find courage in being normal, in being our authentic selves, in living a life true to who we are, and not what others expect us to be. So ask yourself, do you have the courage to step off the pedestal of exceptionalism, to embrace your own normal, to be comfortable with who you are? Being normal is not being mediocre. It's about being comfortable with who you are. Can you handle being disliked? That's the question that resonates through the final chapter of this insightful book, echoing the core theme that it is not only okay to be disliked, but it's also a necessity in our journey towards personal growth. Let's unpack this idea. Many of us spend a significant portion of our lives seeking approval from others. We modify our behavior, our choices, even our dreams, all in the pursuit of acceptance. But is this not a form of self-imprisonment? Are we not confining ourselves within the boundaries of other people's opinions? This chapter encourages us to break free from these self-imposed shackles. It nudges us to understand that it's impossible to please everyone, and that's perfectly all right. The fear of being disliked is a significant obstacle to our self-expression and personal growth. When we let this fear dictate our actions, we're allowing others to steer our life's course. However, the courage to be disliked is not about being defiant or rebellious. It's not about seeking conflict or burning bridges. It's about embracing our authentic selves and living our truth. It's about understanding that disagreement or disapproval from others is not a reflection of our worth. The courage to be disliked is the courage to be true to ourselves, to make decisions that resonate with our values and aspirations, regardless of how they might be perceived by others. It's the courage to prioritize our happiness and well-being over the fear of judgment or rejection. Remember, each one of us is unique, with our own set of strengths, weaknesses, and experiences. The pursuit of universal approval only dilutes this uniqueness, robbing us of our individuality. It's time we stopped fearing disapproval. Let's start celebrating our uniqueness and living life on our own terms. Let's have the courage to be disliked. And here's the most challenging part: not just having the courage to be disliked, but to be comfortable with it. Because at the end of the day, it's your life, your journey. You're the one who needs to be comfortable with the choices you've made. It takes courage to be disliked and even more courage to be comfortable with it. So, what does it mean to have the courage to be disliked? It's an audacious question that has been our guide throughout this exploration of the profound wisdom found in the book, The Courage to be Disliked. This journey has led us through a series of powerful concepts that challenge our common understanding of self, society, and success. Let's take a moment to revisit these key points and reflect on their implications. We started with the denial of trauma, a notion that suggests that past experiences don't dictate our present or future. It's a liberating concept that empowers us to let go of the baggage we've been carrying around and instead focus on the only moment that truly matters, the here and now. Then, we delved into the idea that all problems are interpersonal relationship problems. This perspective compels us to view our struggles not as individual battles, but as challenges in our relationships with others, and more importantly, with ourselves. It's not about blaming others, but about understanding the dynamics at play and taking responsibility for our part in them. This led us to the concept that life is a series of moments. It reminds us that life isn't a grand, overarching narrative, but a collection of individual moments. Each moment is an opportunity to make a decision, to act, to change. It's about embracing the power within us to shape our lives, one moment at a time. Then we pondered on the courage to be normal. It's about finding contentment in who we are, not in comparison to others, but in relation to our true selves. It's about understanding that normal isn't a standard set by society, but a state of being authentic, genuine, and at peace with ourselves. Finally, we arrived at the courage to be disliked, the book's titular concept. It's about releasing the need for external validation and finding the bravery to live authentically, even if it means facing disapproval or rejection. It's about understanding that we can't please everyone, and that's okay. These concepts interweave to form a tapestry of self-discovery and personal growth. They challenge us to confront our fears, to question our beliefs, and to embrace the power within us to shape our own lives. They encourage us to be brave, to be authentic, and to have the courage to be disliked. And so, as we conclude this exploration, let's take these lessons to heart. Let's reflect on them, ponder over them, and strive to apply them in our daily lives. Let's take that first step towards being brave, being free, and embracing the courage to be disliked. Remember, this journey isn't about reaching a destination. It's about the exploration, the discovery, the growth. It's about finding courage in the face of adversity and finding freedom in the acceptance of self. Be brave, be free, and embrace the courage to be disliked. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share your thoughts. And remember, the journey of personal growth is a journey best shared.